I had a group of my guys that we watch it together. In a movie, it shows a clip that Roy Cohn, who was a former lawyer for the mobs, a lot of different people, Nixon, this guy was friends with Nixon and, McCarthy, young guy, killer, one of these, lawyers that historically were tough lawyers, like an F. Lee Bailey. I don't know if you guys have heard of the name F. Lee Bailey. This guy was a badass lawyer, smoking cigarettes, interviewed by Mike Wallace back in the days in a black and white interview. The way he sits down, like, listen, I'm a freaking powerful lawyer. There's certain lawyers that have certain gravitas about them and a certain level of confidence that's very attractive, appealing for TV, right? Roy Cohn was one of these guys. And he said, one, attack, always attack. So Trump's always attacking. And this is when he's asking in the scene, whether it's true or not, it's a great scene. Hey, you want to be the king of New York? Here's what you got to do. I'm going to tell you the rules. Number one, attack. Number two, never accept loss. Okay? Two, always claim victory, right? So, you're going to sit there and you're like, well, sometimes he doesn't come across as relatable to the average person because I need to be able to see a certain level of vulnerability for me to say that's my guy. And it makes you want to run through the wall for him. Now, he has had some moments of that this last 12 months. When he got assassinated, the assassination attempt happened, and he gave that speech at RNC, and you saw him having a moment, you could tell he didn't speak like his regular self. When there is that one scene when they're showing he's on stage and they're playing a song and he got emotional. I don't know if you guys watched the interview.
I saw that.
When I showed that clip to him and I'm watching him and I see him goes like this. The first time in the entire interview, he goes like this and he's watching it and he's trying to change it. And, I'm in the body language business. I'm in the sizing my opponent business and sizing, not an opponent, but anybody, kids, family, people you're dealing with. I watch him and I'm asking myself, what is he telling himself right now? What is he telling himself right now? Because he was glued to the screen of him getting emotional with that song. That's a very, very emotional song, right? I watch him and he comes back, he says, yeah, America doesn't need me right now to get emotional, any of that stuff. I said, but what about when Pat Nixon died and Richard Nixon crying that he lost his wife? He says, no, I remember that scene. I remember it. He says, maybe one day, I don't know if he caught one. He says, maybe one day, but not right now, right? And what does he mean by maybe one day? I don't know.